every year when I get together, probably at the end of, I'll say December, and start talking about what we're going to share with you all. And it's always fun. And probably the biggest fun, I think, is deciding on the theme. And I tend to lose out on this because I try to want to be a little more risk taker and do a little more crazy things. But I think you'll enjoy this morning's presentation. My alternative theme was based on soap operas. So just do your best and follow along with this, I think, rather simple but fun presentation.
Well, as Drew said, every year when we get together, we talk about what we're going to do. And I'd be remiss if I did not mention those who really did all the work. Drew and I are just sort of the eye candy here. The people behind the scenes that really pull this together is, on my behalf, Susan Kelsey, Kathy Cerniak, and Susan Banks. So if this really looks slick, it's all their credit. And if we screw up, it is Drew and I doing that. But when we started talking about doing this year's presentation, how many of you in the room have ever renovated your home in any way, shape, or form? Remember back when you did that, and you were very excited about the initial project, really psyched about how the new kitchen was going to look and so forth, and then the contractor comes in, he starts demolishing the kitchen, and the first day is still exciting, and the second day not so much. Third day, you're starting to curse your spouse saying, why did we do this? But when it's all done, you're very excited and you're very pleased and you say, boy, we should have done this earlier. Well, that's really what 2015 is going to be in Lake Forest and Lake Bluff, because there is a lot of activity going on. There's going to be a lot of cursing at times that's going to be going on. There's going to be inconvenience, but it's all for good things. So that's partly why you have on your table this construction cone. So as Drew and I are going through our presentation, if you start to feel your blood pressure going up, just grab your cone and squeeze and breathe deeply and keep it near you throughout 2015, because you are going to need it, because we are going to go through various projects that are approved. We're going to go through some projects that are in the works that are going to be, if they haven't already started, starting soon. A couple that are on the drawing board. And then we've got a few, too, that are just sort of possibilities that might be out there as well.
As Bob mentioned, he kind of highlighted the gross categories that we're going to cover today. These are some of the specific projects we'll cover. And I'll turn it back over to the mic to Bob so we can get.
All right, so this is obviously a map of Lake Forest, and those areas that are highlighted in red are ones that are current or going to be going on very quickly. The ones in yellow are ones that are in the planning stages right now before a various board or commission, and then we have the ones in green are the possibilities. And the reason we put this map up here is that I wanted to show all of you that in Lake Forest we do not discriminate. We are going to inconvenience everybody in town equally. So it doesn't matter if you're on the east side, west side, north side, south side. If you're traveling anywhere, there will be inconveniences various times.
Not unlike what Bob was describing, here in Lake Bluff, we're going to make sure everybody's inconvenienced by touching on major arterial roads. So if you're going to be getting in your car or walking or riding your bike, you're going to be impacted. So sorry about that.
Okay, so the first project that I wanted to talk about in Lake Forest, and it's probably the most significant project, is the construction of Lake Forest Northwestern Memorial Hospital. If you've driven down Waukegan Road recently, you've seen a lot of activity on the hospital site. They've been doing a lot of utility work. Just to orient you very quickly, this is sort of to the yeah, north up here. Drew is on 41 right here. So the existing campus is down below here. But basically, with Waukegan Road, the main parking lot has been installed for construction workers. And as we like to tell people, that parking lot needed to be constructed because there could be upwards of 2,000 people working on the new facility while the existing facility is still in operation. So there's going to be an enormous amount of activity on the site for about 2.5 years. They are hoping by the fall of 2017 that they will be taking their first patients into this new facility, but probably starting in February of 17, weather permitting, they're going to be aggressively beginning construction, and you'll start to see the building come out of the ground. The parking that you see out there right now, basically, the existing parking you see is located in about this area right here. Once the construction is completed, that's going to go away and return to green space. These will be parking for customers. Basically, what you have is 5 3-story buildings right there with the pool, a detention pond and reflecting pool located on the east side. This is Westmoreland that's currently in place right now. But I think, and I apologize, we don't have a rendering of the building. You can go on the city's website or on the hospital's website and see it. But it's an extremely attractive, almost prairie-style building that I think will be a wonderful addition to the Lake Forest community.